tout le monde. Est-ce que pour commencer déjà, est-ce que le son et la vidéo ça va? Hello everyone, hola a todos, salut tout le monde. Alors, je suis très heureux de pouvoir commencer cette session live, Practice with Samuelito. So, I would first need to know, what would be the main language we could use in this session? Alors, quelle serait peut-être la langue à choisir pour cette session? Quel serait l'idioma? Je vois qu'il y a pas mal de Français. Hello tout le monde. Il y a plein de gens que je connais. Titouan, Bruno, Michel, Bibou. Ouais, il y a plein de gens. Écoute, alors j'espère que tout le monde va bien. But the thing is, I know that a lot of people are watching this channel. Mainly are speaking English, so I watched my statistics yesterday, and so I went to the conclusion that I would need to continue in English. So sorry for the French speakers. Sorry for Spanish speakers. Désolé pour ceux qui parlent pas anglais. Lo siento por lo que no van a entender el inglés. Pero yo tengo que seguir en inglés porque la mayoría de la gente aquí pues entienden mejor el inglés. So today, but anyway, the most important thing is to practice. So today we will practice some Soleá por bulería or bulería por Soleá. We will try to make a difference between the two of them. So first, I hope you have your guitar. So now we will tune our guitar together. So mine is tuned. So let's together tune our fifth string, the A. Okay, on s'accorde, nos afinamos. Then the E. Okay, everybody. The D string. Right? The G string. Yes. The B string. I hope you tune your guitar every time you play. And it's not a joke. I know a lot of people, they just take the guitar and start playing without even doing the nails or tuning the guitar. So please tune your guitar before playing. It will help the improvement of your ears, your hearing, and the quality of the music you will produce also. Okay, then first string. Okay, then check with the E chord and always finish checking with this chord. So for this new session I made a new trick. Wow! And here you see my fingers closer. So here we are at the 7th fret and the two first strings are free. So it's a chord I like to use to check if my tuning is perfect. And when you play this chord, you need to hear flat. All right? So we are ready. So what we gonna practice today is Soleá por bulería. Sometimes you can see we say bulería por Soleá, Soleá por bulería. Actually, for the guitarist, it doesn't change so much things as it's mainly for the singer that will change some stuff. And but this is a very complicated story. Just a quick example: if you take some letras por bulería, I mean, so letras are the stuff the singers are singing. If you take a letra por bulería and you slow it down, then we could say it's a bulería por Soleá. But if you take letras por Soleá and you put some compass, some rhythm on it, then we say it's Soleá por bulería. But it's not as simple as that. But what you need to know is for the guitar, it will be the same rhythm, same chords, depend on which tune you're playing. So today we will practice some basic Soleá por bulería. So we will play in A flamenco. So it's a tonality that we call por medio. We will play por medio. So let's see the basic chords we're gonna use for this session. So of course the 4 basic chords for por medio tonality are the D minor. So sometimes some people use this finger. I find the fourth finger more natural here for the D minor. Then the C. Sometimes we use even this finger to play the 7th of the chord. So this is the third, sorry, and then we use the B flat. So I know the B flat is this one, but in flamenco we used to play this one with the free third chord, and of course the basic chord from this tonality, which is A, and we put the B flat on the third string, third finger. We use this fingering because also when we want to play the whole chord, of course we just put the finger like this, and then the finger is stroking two strings. So again, D minor, C, B flat, and A. Okay, so the rhythm is a 12-beat rhythm. So it's a compass of 12 tiempos. It's a thing that we use in a lot of different styles, palos, in flamenco. And the 12 beats are always the same. So first, before practicing, we need to get used with this rhythm for the people who don't know it. So we always start on the 12 because it's a strong beat, and it's important to start with something that we could make some weight on it. So if I say it just like that, so if we start on 12, it's 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12, 3, 7, 8, and 10. And then again the 12, of course. So those are the strong beats of the compass. So you need to know, before we used to have the strong beat at the 6th beat and not at the 7, but then with time it makes some very nice space between the 3rd and the 7th. So let's just hear the difference. What we used to do before: 12, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this could be the old school Soleá rhythm, but of course even today you can find some phrases, some falsetas, some letras, some escobillas that could work with this drawing. And the more modern is this one: 12, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there is more space between the 3rd and the 7th, which is very nice in flamenco. So I just would like you to practice the rhythm as I just made. So just by muting the strings and doing the compass here, because it's a thing that you could see a lot of different guitarists in fiestas or even on stage. When they do compass, we hit the guitar here because it has a nice sound. Or even there, but then you have to change the position of the guitar. So this is very practical because you can do and start the playing. So just we need to know how the accentuation works. So 12, 1, 2. So basically the strong beats we will hit with this part of the fingers, and when we do the weak beats, we just make a small index hit on the guitar. So 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. It's very important to practice this rhythm slowly because it's very difficult. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, okay, so I hope you get it. So the speed we will choose for this session will be a little bit faster. So basically it will be this speed. So we will do the compass again by hitting the guitar 3 times together at this speed. So when we give the count in flamenco, the person who starts always gives 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and everybody on the 12 with me. So let's do this compass just 3 times on the guitar by hitting the guitar to make sure we have it at the good speed. 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so now we agree on the compass, which is very important. For me, it took years to really have this compass in my body going on naturally. So now we will work on the chords. So how to put chords on the rhythm. So what you have to know. So we will play for now just with the A chord and the B flat. So what we need to know, every time when we have a 12-beat compass, so the two main beats are the 3rd and the 10th. So 1, 2, 3. On the 3rd, we will play the B flat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, and in the 10th beat, we will come back to the A chord. So if we just play compass, we're just placing the chords at the right place in the compass. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is the main important thing to know, that on the 3rd beat we open, we play the B flat, and on the 10th we close. So this is the Spanish terms. We close with the A. We come back to the main chord of this style. So now, how we will fill the blanks? Because of course, then if we only play this, it could work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Could work, but for there is definitely too much space, and the singer or the palmeros or the other musicians on stage will look at you like, what are you doing? So we need to know. We will start building the basic compass for Soleá por bulería. So the compass we're gonna practice together will be this one. So what we will do? So we will always start with a golpe on the 12 beat. So 12, 1, 2, 3. So this is how we're gonna launch the beginning of the compass. So we could do to make it really simple. So 1, 2, 3. So we will play with the middle finger, all the strings, but with the thumb on the 6th string. So it will be golpe. So the golpe, you can do it. In my case, I do it only with the middle finger, but most of the time you can do with the 2 fingers, middle finger and ring finger together. So 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next station is the 6th beat, and it's another golpe. So 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the guitarist will always keep the 6th beat in the groove, even if the palmeros or the percussionist are only playing 7 and 8. Guitar will always keep the 6 by just giving a golpe. Most of the time it's just a golpe, no chords, no other thing, when we just play compass. So 6, then 7, 8. We will practice a rasguillo. 7, 8. So, what is a rasguillo? It's just the fact that we play all the fingers of the hand. 7, 8. So the movement is a basic 4-finger rasguillo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the index is coming back, just the index, but of course all the fingers are coming back also. And on the beat, just the index solo. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can, when you play the last index, of course all the hand can open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6, 7, 8, and we will do the same for 9 and 10. 9 and 10. So 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's it. So if we play just the right hand, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So on the 11, we can make a small hitting of the strings with the index, for example, but very leggero, very, very smooth. And then again golpe on the 12. So 12, 1, 2, 3. So if you wish, you can make on the 3rd beat, because it's the strong one, you can make a rasguillo, just the four simple one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, when we play rasguillo, take care about not helping the fingers with pushing from the inside of the hands, nor helping with the thumb. The fingers have to be inside the hands. They start the movement from inside the hand, but without touching the skin or the thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will practice rasguillo later, but make sure when you play rasguillo, you're not helping from the inside of the hand, nor with the thumb. So 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Un, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. So, also if you wish, the 1, 2, 3, so 1, 2, 3, the 1 and 2 you can make rasgueos also, but with less strength than you will put in on the third, because you need to have this un, dos, tres, this weight on the third beat, which is the most important thing. So with the chords, it will give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so let's do 3 compass of this one together, okay? 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. Okay, so this is the basic compass. So now you have the chords, you have the rhythm, so you have the what you will play at the right hand. So what I propose now is how do we practice, because this is a complicated style in flamenco. This is a complicated rhythm, and the only way you can get used to it, the only way you can access fluent playing in this style, is by repeating, and doing it again and again and again. So what I propose is that now that you have all the material you need to play Soleá por bulería, so I will start playing, and just playing compass, and I will elaborate a little bit, but I will try to stay on the compass just to practice it. And in your case, so if you are new with the Soleá por bulería, so try to keep the bass, and it will always work with what I will do. And if you are more comfortable with this style, so just play with me and stay on the beat. So while practicing these compasses, I will start to make some traps, some jokes, but keep the line, keep the bass, keep the compass, whatever happen, okay? So let's play together. 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that was my way of practicing compass. So when I need to practice a style, because I will play it on stage with some other artist, or I need to practice. So what I do is I start very simple. Of course, I take a metronome, and I start with basic simple patterns, and I try to be the more precise I can, and then I start foolish around. I start making fun with a lot of different things, but never losing the bass, never losing the compass. This is very important. It's like if you fail in the compass, then it's like you kill everybody on stage around you, because it's then we cannot continue. The rhythm, the bass, the compass is the only bass we have in common when we play with other artists, because we will all play different stuff: guitarists, palmeros, singers, dancers. So the compass is like, if you remove this, then it's free jazz or something very different. So very important to have this. Since the beginning, do you have some questions? Que vous avez des questions? ¿Tenés algunas preguntas? A ver si... Just before we practice, we'll practice some Rasgull and Arpeggios also, maybe. I just wait for the questions, if you have. There is a small delay between the video and due to internet connection, but I will just wait for a few questions if you have. Okay, maybe there is no questions, or maybe the delay is really important. Okay. Une question en français, and I will try to make a resume in English. Qu'est-ce qu'on fait avec le pied et le mental pour se déconnecter des schémas de la main droite? Alors, le pied, c'est important qu'il garde la base. C'est-à-dire que, surtout en Soleá pour bulería, mon pied va toujours faire 12, 1, 2, 3, 6. Soit il fait le 6, soit il fait le 7, mais 8 et 10. Donc ça veut dire que le pied, ça c'est un invariant, ça c'est hyper important. So, this is a very, very, very good question, actually. So, what do we do with our feet? So, when I was younger, the foot, making the rhythm with the foot on the ground was not so important to me, but then with time I noticed that it was one of the most important things. And if you watch Paco de Lucia, guitarist like this one, he's always making the rhythm, marking the rhythm with the feet, even if he's playing solo, and that gives him a very solid basis. If you hear him playing Almoraima when he's alone, it's like he's playing with percussion or palmeros, because his compass is so strong, because he's keeping it with the foot. So you could take the audio and make some palmas and percussions on it, because it's amazing. So yes, you really need to play the 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is what I play. Then if I play a complicated falsetta, if there is one moment I could hit the 6 bit more than the 7. It depends on the groove of the falsetta or the letra. But yes, keep the feet. And about the mind, so just by practicing rhythm, you will get more used to it, and you will improve your facility to, of course, to not thinking about the right hand, but mainly just the fact of practicing basic compasses on the right hand and keeping the foot going on. This will teach you how to make two different things, and then you will have the freedom of having more fun with playing compass. But this only come with time and practice. So other questions. Techniques are really tough. Yes. Okay, so the tremolo. Okay, it's a complicated technique. So now right now we are in Soleá por bulería. So we just will practice some techniques. So I first wanted to practice some Rasgull techniques. So we'll practice the 5 fingers Rasgull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's we always start with the little one. So little finger, ring finger, middle finger, index, and then the index come back, and with him all the other fingers, but only the index is hitting the strings. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's just practice it to have the good movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So what we'll do is we will practice this Rasgull just by going on with the A chord, and just choose a speed in which you can keep the quality of execution of the movement, and just practice it for few moments with me. So really don't mind if you are playing faster or slower than me. The important thing is to keep a quality of production. Okay, so I will start really slow, and I will increase the speed, and you can follow me if you can. And when you reach your maximum speed, you just stay at that speed and keep practicing. All right. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, that's nice. So normally you need to have kind of tension here. So it's normally just to work this movement. So if you have done some warm-up exercise, of course it's better. Never get too far with this kind of stuff when you practice some Rasgull, for example. If you feel the tension going on here, one moment stop, because we are not here to harm ourselves. Please stop at the good moment, and then just rest the fingers, make some movement to make the tension circulate, and then come back to the movement. But no, really, never force yourself, never hurt yourself, please. So let's see. There are some questions here. Do you recommend practicing guitar by playing songs? This is the whole big reflection about do we practice technique or not, and I will come back on it at the end of the video, because I will have a few announcements to make. Serge, il y a Serge Lopez en ligne. Merci d'être avec nous, Serge. Serge Lopez, c'est un des meilleurs guitaristes flamenco de France, one of the best flamenco players we have in France. Serge Lopez, and he's one of the first very good flamenco players that we had in France. So very happy to be online with him. En plus du la et du si bémol, tu as improvisé sur d'autres basses. Comment tu sais dans quel ordre jouer ces accords? So yeah, the question is, so when you improvised, of course you used other chords, other stuff. So then the ideas, so first in flamenco, the first required thing is to listen to a lot of flamenco. Because more you listen to flamenco, more you will know, okay, I've listened to hundreds of Soleá por bulería, so I know, maybe not in the fingers, not on the guitar, but I list in my brain, in my memory, I know many possibilities that we can do when we play Soleá por bulería. And then when you start improvising, when you start practicing, then you try to reproduce a little bit all the stuff that you hear. So the thing is, because your question is, how do you know in which order you can play the chord? Actually, once you understood the basis of Soleá por bulería, I mean the compass, in which place do you put the main chords, then you play with the rules and you can invent your own stuff. You can reproduce some ideas you really liked in a CD or in a video on YouTube. But the thing is, there is no, then each one will have his own taste, his own ideas. So actually, so about improvisation in flamenco, I can, there is no method, there is no rule. The only rule is to know the bass, to practice the bass, and for example, to be able to keep a very basic Soleá por bulería for 5 minutes. If you can do this, then definitely you can start improvising, search for your own ideas and everything. Do you always plant the thumb on the low E string for the Rasgull? Yeah, the thing is, in flamenco, the thumb on the right hand is very important. It's like the anchor of the right hand. So when we practice, I mean everything, a lot of different scales, Rasgull. So we always have the thumb on the string, and if we play lower Rasgull, we have the thumb on the table. Then our right hand is stable, and this is really important. And then when we play other techniques, the thumb is always rest stroke. So it's kind of, the thumb is always in contact with something. And I know this is not the case in classical guitar, for example. Compass, t'es OK pour aller. Yes, about counting. The thing is, so I'm giving you the numbers, the beats, but of course, then with practice, you really need to feel it like something inside. So with practice, it will become more natural, and then you will not need anymore to count in your head. And I will definitely, when you play, when you start to play some pieces, please don't count, because nobody does that. Only if you want to work when you start practicing, if you want to understand how the compass is functioning, then of course we can count. But the idea is to get free of counting, because music is not counting. Music is feeling. Music is way more than just numbers. So, but according to Pythagoras, music are numbers. But I mean, you can't go counting in your head, in your mind, and try to make some music here. So the rhythm, the counting has to be something in the body. You need to dance. It has to be something very natural, but this comes only with practice. Ok, Infinite, tu es censé penser à quoi quand tu joues? Quand je joue quoi? And the question is, so what do you think when you play? It really depends. When I play, I try to not think, or at least the thoughts I have, I just I don't let them disturb me. So, but the thing I have in my head, of course, is the rhythm going on. Only when I play, only the bass is here in my head, and I don't. Of course, then if there is a letra, so I will, I will listen to it and I will accompany it. But inside of me, only the basis of the compass is going on, not the counting, the melody of the rhythm. Tum, 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 tum. This not left me. Okay, thanks for the answer. Yes. So, and so we practiced some Rasgull. Now I wanted to practice some Arpeggio with a very nice melody that we use, that we play a lot in Soleá por bulería. So I play it once for you to know which one I'm talking about. So I will start with the compass, and when you practice some falsettas, always start with the compass and finish with the compass. Then you're sure to know how to enter the falsetta and how to exit it. This is very important. So 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. E. On the 10th beat, because the 10th is the finish line. So what were the melody? First, you are, maybe we will just play it with the thumb, just to know it. So it's 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's see the first part of the melody. 12, so golpe on the 12, 12. Okay, again. A. Again. N. Then when we finish that, the second part will be, we arrive here, just passing by this B normal, and we start again. So when we so this would be the final C, and again. So the second part of the melody is the same thing. Pardon, sorry. So, and we play the G sharp. So the first part and the second part together, 12. What is sometimes risky is these two notes between the two melodies. So because it's kind of difficult to get, it's easy to get lost with this melody. So again, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So on the 12, it's not a golpe anymore, it's the C. And then again the same sentence, the same melody, but with a different ending. Okay, let's do it 3 times together, this one. E. So this is the melody you need to know, and this is a melody we use a lot, so it's very important to know it. So what we're gonna do with this melody is we're gonna add some arpeggios on it. So between each note of the melody, we will play the descendant one. So when we play the thumb, then ring finger, middle finger, index. So the thumb is rest stroke, of course, but the fingers are playing not rest stroke, okay? Like the very natural way of doing arpeggios. So it will be 12. So first problem we have here is that we have to stretch the second finger here to access the C sharp, because during all the melody we will have these two fingers here making B flat and D. Okay, so first stretch here, 12. Again. Second stretching to have the G sharp, and the ending we'll do like this. We finish with the A, index first string, we hit the C sharp, and we finish here. So 10 and 11 and 12. Okay, so again this melody with those arpeggios together, very slow. 12. So there is, this is maybe one of the most famous melody we have in Soleá por bulería. So for this reason, I insisted on this. No, it's a very good melody to practice arpeggios. Why? Because we can practice it with this arpeggio I showed you. Practice with the reverse arpeggio we saw, so thumb and then index, middle finger, ring finger, And we could practice the double arpeggio, so which is the ascending one and descending one. So it would be thumb, index, middle finger, ring finger, middle finger, index. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be. So this is a nice way to work arpeggios and the rhythm at the same time. So let's practice it together. I just saw some questions here before we go. So someone asking, do you recommend to learn compasses? Some books. So definitely I would not recommend to study flamenco in books. Why? Because now we have the chance to have a lot of recordings, a lot of videos, and flamenco is a oral culture. It's an oral tradition like all the traditional music on the planet. So the thing is, if you take a book to learn traditional music, then with just only the writings or the notes, the solfeggio, then you have a billion possibilities of interpretation for what it is written. But when you hear it, if you see a basic compass of Soleá bulería, then you say, okay, so this is the bass, and it's really really better to practice with some video. You could see, just listen to a lot of flamenco and try to analyze. And if you can do it by yourself, which is normal, because if you're not born in this culture, if you are not listening to flamenco since you are born, then find a teacher or come to see me on masterclass, and I will be very happy to welcome you. But definitely this kind of culture, you need to approach it by a living experience. Believe me, it's way more fast, and you can't make mistake by doing this. If you take books, then always mistakes, always. Yes, sure, my friend Sina. Arpeggios like this, ascending, are way more difficult than the descending ones. It's because the index is closest to the hand than the other finger, so it's physiologically for everybody, it's way more easy to do this than, because it's a physiological thing. So don't worry, it's normal. Okay, so now what I propose is I will practice some arpeggios on the melody we just learned. So for my part, do what you want, but what I will do is to play the descending arpeggio. So 1, 2, 3. Then the ascending one. So here 1, 2, 3, and then a mix of the two. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So I will start a first series not too fast, and then the second series I will do will be faster, and then the third one will be at a normal speed. We could play in a Soleá bulería. Let's go, my friends. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do. Yes, okay, so this is a good way of practicing techniques and also in a context of Soleá por bulería. So it was a great pleasure to share with you all of these flamenco pieces, catches. So very happy to be able to practice with you. So now the idea would be to do these sessions if I'm available on Sunday, same time at 6 p.m. I think this is a good rendezvous. This is a good way of keeping a practice. So don't hesitate to ask me some ideas, some stuff that we could practice together, or if you have questions. So now, before I make a few announcements, if you have some questions, we have still a little time to see this, and then I make a few announcements, and we will see us for the next session. There is no need to read music like classical. No, of course. I mean, the music writing is kind of recent in the human history. I'm pretty sure since humans have been humans, they have been practicing dance and music and singing, and only since very few time there is some music notations. And the first purpose of music notations was memory, because it was monks that needs to sing a lot of different melodies all the day long. So they're starting just on the text to make some drawings of the melodical lines, just to remember. Okay, so this so okay, now I know this melody, this text, I have to sing it that way. And then of course with time it gets more and more complex. And but the purpose is memory. It's not learning, really not. Even people like Mozart, even people like Bach, like Beethoven, I know that they learn music in an oral way. I'm so sure, because when we say Mozart was composing music at the age of 4, do you really think that he passed through the way of learning all the solfeggio and then play music? No, of course he saw his family, he saw his father making some music, and then he reproduced it. And humanity always worked like that. So no, of course, you don't need to know how to read music to play flamenco. I mean, even for classical music, you could. A lot of actually orchestras and in South America, they took a lot of children. They choose their instrument and they make a symphonical orchestra, and then they teach them how to play their instrument, but just like that, and they teach them in an oral way the melodies they have to play. And only 4 or 5 years later, they show them how those solfeggio works, and then they understand it very quick, because actually they already know how to play the instrument. So once they have the solfeggio, the score, so they make the links between their experience and what is written here. And then it goes very quick actually to understand how music sheet is working. So don't waste your time with these kind of things. Listen to a lot of flamenco and practice a lot. Le rythme de la Soleá. Yes, very good question about what is Soleá. Because now we were practicing Soleá por bulería, and Soleá is what we hear by Soleá is this thing. So this is a Soleá, and it has the exactly same compass as Soleá por bulería, but of course it's not metronomic. And we have various types of styles in flamenco in which we have compass. We do have compass, but not in a metronomic way. So Soleá is a good example. Seguiría is another one, because Seguiría is a 5-beat rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is the traditional way of playing it, but of course with the dance, and even now for musical reasons, we put it on a metronomic way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 1, and 2, and 3, 4, and 5. But of course, those are the two ways of playing Seguiría. Same with tientos. Tientos is so this is the traditional way of playing tientos, but we could put some metronome, some rhythm on it, and it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So more metronomic. But Soleá is the same at a level, at a rhythmic level, is the same as Soleá por bulería. Then, of course, a Soleá is por arriba, it's E, and then you put the seguía according to the voice of the singer. But it's almost the same. Just Soleá is more free, but the compass is still here. You can do like what you want. It's not a free style. Last question. When am I coming to India? Yeah, sure. I mean, maybe this year, maybe this year, because I'm practicing a lot of yoga, so I definitely need to go there to learn from traditional ashrams, and then of course, because I'm speaking with some festivals in India, so definitely I will come soon. So guys, it has been a great pleasure to share flamenco and some time with you. Just few announcements. So in the last practice with Samuelito sessions, I spoke about a technique that I was creating about how to practice right hand exercises, and this is a method that answers to the question: do we have to practice technique, or just if we practice our pieces, it is enough? So my personal answer is yes, we need to practice technique, but not in a mechanical way. Why do we need to practice technique? Is because we need to dedicate some time to it, because when we play pieces, we are focused on music. We are not focused on our fingers, we are not focused on the technical aspect of the fingers, because at least for me, it's very difficult to work on music, to practice the music, and at the same time to sing about technical issues. So I think it's really important to dedicate some time to technical exercises. Then if you do it in a mechanical way, then of course you will play mechanical. So you would need to have intelligent exercises. You need to have well thought exercises, because the purpose of working technique is to get to have a better touche, to have a better way of playing guitar. This is the purpose of working technique, right? Even more right hand technique is just to be able to play guitar more fluent, more easily, and more without friction, So this is why I created a method that is called Sonanta Kriya, and I teach this method only in person, not online, because it's a 21 minutes exercise, and the exercises are very precise, and I really need to have the person in front of me to correct and then leave the person with the exercise. So it's an exercise that touches to the 5 dimensions of flamenco right hand techniques, which are rasguillos, pulgar, thumb, arpeggios, tremolos, and picados, the scales, playing reststroke, the typical flamenco ones. And so the idea is, with this 21 minutes exercise, then you don't need to practice more technique, because I know a lot of people, even me, in a period of my life I did this. I spent too much time by day on technique. I mean, if you spend 2 hours, even 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours sometimes on technique, then what? We are musicians. We are not technique. We are not technicians. We are musicians. So we need to focus on music. But as we need also to fix the technical issues we have on the fingers, we need to dedicate some space. So I just created this exercise to make it short, and I can guarantee you that if you when I practice, and when all the students I teach this, when they practice this 20 minutes, 21 minute exercise, I really feel, and I believe that they really feel that it's like they worked 2 hours of technique. So the purpose of this exercise is this: that you spend some time to your right hand technique, but also the 2 hands are connected. But once you practice this exercise, then you don't need to practice technique. You just play your pieces. You just practice your pieces, and that's it. So if you are interested in this technique, then definitely go and check my website, because I will post every time I organize a workshop. When I will give this technique, I will put on my website. So guys, that's it. It has been a big pleasure to share with you. And there is no other question, so we will close this session. Wish you the best. You can keep practicing the Soleá por bulería and the exercise of arpeggio we saw. It's very nice. You can play it like 5 minutes, but at least you will not forget the rhythm and the arpeggio we saw in this session. So take care and see you soon. Bye.